Hello everyone, so welcome you all to Ashok Tutorials, Bangladesh's first Mtet channel. So today we shall be discussing paper 2 series C of last year question paper, that is 2023. Alright, so today the subject we are going to discuss will be science. So science questions were quite easy. I hope you have got through nicely. So it was quite easy this time. So let us see. Alright, so here maths and science. Maths we'll do later. First of all, let us come to science. So let us see what we have. So as you always say that I should make it big, right? Big on the screen so that it becomes very easy for you to see, right? So question number 1, let us see what we have. Question number 1. So what does it say? Teacher uses teaching aids for making teaching interesting, making teaching with an understanding level of students, making students attentive, or the sake of its use. So why as teachers do we use teaching aids? So it is not because of sake of use, right? Just because we need to use, no, because of not because of this. Then making students attentive, somewhat it is true. No, attention also does not count with teaching aids. Then making teaching interesting, it can be, all right, but the best option, the better option here is option number B, that is making teaching with an understanding level of students, which means whenever we are using teaching aids, we want the students to understand the concept very clearly, right? That's why only we are using that topic, right? Yes. Let's go to the next question. Question number 92. A ball rolling on the ground slows down and finally stops. This is because of sliding friction, less force is applied, rolling friction, or fluid friction. Now you see, when a cricketer or a batsman hits the ball rolls and it stops after some time, right? Now, so it is asking that a ball rolling on the ground slows down, so it does not stop suddenly, right? It goes slowly, it goes ahead, and then it stops. So they are asking you the reason. So why does it stop? Does it stop because of sliding friction, or less force is applied, or rolling friction, or fluid friction? So the answer is this one only, rolling friction. All right, so it is stopping because of rolling friction. Let's go to the next question. Question number 93. Where would you observe an oscillatory motion? See, you have to understand there are different types of motions, right? So rotationary motion, then linear motion, then circular motion, then oscillatory motion. So what is oscillatory motion? The oscillatory motion is a to and fro motion. So here, where will you see true to and fro motion? Unscrew the cap of a glass bottle? No. Beating of a drum? No. Moving hand of a clock? No. If it was pendulum of the clock, then it could have been the correct answer, but it is talking about the hands of the clock. No. So the correct answer is child riding a swing, right? So when a child is riding a swing, that is an example of to and fro motion, or the oscillatory motion. Now you see here, a rise in temperature of 36 degree on the Celsius scale is equal to the rise in temperature of blank on Kelvin scale. See, here you have to convert it from degree Celsius to Kelvin, right? So it is talking about 36 degrees Celsius. So 36 is given here. So the formula is, you have to plus this 36, you have to plus with, see, you have to know that value, right? 273. So 0 degree means 273. So this number you have to remember always. This 273 you have to remember. So 36 plus 273, how much you get? You get this option number C, that is 309 Kelvin, right? So this is your correct answer. Now let's go to the next question. That is question number 95. When you hold a metal spoon in your glass bowl containing ice water, your fingers will feel cold because cold travels from the ice to the spoon, heat travels from your fingers to the spoon. Both heat and cold travels from the spoon to your fingers. Now suppose you have a bowl containing ice, alright, and you put a spoon on it, so you will feel coldness in your hand, right, after some time. So why does it happen? So you know that your hand is warm, or our hands are warm, right? So it happens because the heat it start traveling from our fingers to the spoon and eventually to the ice. So that's why this is the phenomenon which which is the reason for why when we hold a spoon in a glass bowl containing ice water, our fingers feel cold. So because of this, all right, so our hand, it becomes cold as it releases the heat into the spoon. All right, so like next question, let us see. All right, so contact lenses are made from what? So contact lenses are made from which one? Polyvinyl chloride, polystyrene, lucite, or Teflon? So the correct answer is lucite. Right, there is another name for this lucite. You please find out and comment in the comment section. I want to see. Now, electric current in a wire consists of what? Flow of electrically charged fluid, or flow of electrons, or flow of molecules, or flow of neutrons. This is very easy and simple. The flow of electron is known as electricity, right? So electric current in a wire consists of flow of electrons. All right, very easy. Now, the smallest unit of a matter is what? Elements, atom, molecule, compound. This is very easy question. So the smallest unit of a matter is atom, right? Now, a gas is produced with an effervescence, and when this gas is allowed to pass through lime water, what happens? It becomes cloudy. So which gas is this? Of course, it is carbon dioxide, CO2. All right, next question. Electrolyte used in the voltaic cell is sulfuric acid, phosphoric acid, nitric acid, carbonic acid. So which electrolyte is used? Of course, sulfuric acid is used. H2SO4 is used, all right, as an electrolyte in the voltaic cell. Now, the property of metals by which they can be beaten into thin sheet is called what? It is called the malleability. So malleability is the ability of a metal to be beaten into thin sheets. All right, next question. In the modern periodic table, the elements are listed in the order of increasing atomic mass, increasing atomic number, decreasing atomic mass, decreasing atomic number. It cannot be atomic mass. All right, this is wrong. Then this one also wrong. So out of these two, which one? Of course, option number B, because it is increasing, right? First comes hydrogen. Hydrogen comes, oh yes, hydrogen comes first, right? So you know how it goes about. So next question, let us see. The correct chemical formula of washing soda is which one? Na2CO3, Na2CO3, 10H2O, Na2CO3, H2O, Na2CO3, 9H2O. So of course the correct answer is Na2CO3, 10H2O, right? So which of the following features will help you in distinguishing a plant cell from an animal cell? This is very easy, no need to think about it. We know that a plant cell contains the cell wall, however an animal cell does not have a cell wall, right? That's why our body structure is soft to touch and plant body or the plant is very hard to touch, right? Because it contains the cell wall. And the next question is, cell was first discovered by whom? It was discovered by Robert Hooke. So Robert Hooke was the first scientist who discovered the cell when he was observing a thin slice of cork under his microscope. All right, so he saw some honeycomb like structures which he named as cells, all right, in the year 1665. So which is not a type of nutrition in animals? See, you might have heard fluid feeding, deposit feeding, filter feeding, but you will never hear the word lump sum feeding. So this is the wrong answer here, which means this is the right answer here, right? Let's go to the next question now. The process of digestion taking place in grass-eating animals like cows and buffaloes are which one? Egestion, rumination, assimilation, absorption. Of course it is rumination, all right, rumination. Now, breathing rate in human beings in normal conditions is what, according to you? The breathing rate in normal human is which one? 12 to 15 times in a minute, 15 to 18 times in a minute, 18 to 20 times in a minute, 22 to 25 times in a minute. So answer is option number B, that is 15 to 18 times in a minute, right? Now, aerobic respiration occurs in, see, whenever you hear the word aerobic, you understand it has something to do with oxygen, all right? And whenever you hear the word anaerobic, it means in the absence of oxygen, all right? So the transformation of larva into an adult through drastic changes is called metamorphosis. Metamorphosis is the phenomenon by which the larva of an insect or an animal drastically changes into an adult. Example can be the frog, right? Next, the movement of an organ in response to stimuli of water is called, see, water. Whenever you hear the word water, you understand it has something to do with hydro, right? So it is hydrotropism, right? Hydrotropism. See, you have to be technically smart, all right? No need to mug up everything. You have to be smart. Understand the word. What does the word want to say? Which of the following is associated with tentative nature of science? Scientific knowledge is fixed, or scientific knowledge is based on observation and experiment, or scientific knowledge is subject to change in the light of new evidence, or scientific knowledge is subjective. So the best answer here is scientific knowledge is subject to change, which means whenever we find certain new individuals, not individuals, new organisms or new plants or new animals, new insects, new fishes, anything, it goes on upgradation, right? We update the science every time whenever the new information is available. Now, which is not a part of scientific method? See, this theory of relativity given by Albert Einstein, right? This is a theory. This is not a scientific method. This is not a method, but these things are method. Like hypothesis is a method, experimentation is a method, and data analysis is a method. All right. Next question. Learning objectives guide the teachers for effective teaching, lesson planning, assessment, teaching, and assessment. It guides the teacher for lesson planning. So whenever you as a teacher are making lesson plan, you will know that you have specific objectives, you have the aims, the objectives, then the presentation and the remedial teachings and the feedbacks. All right, so whenever you make a lesson plan, you use learning objectives. What will be the learning outcomes and all you set, and you go to the class and deliver your lecture, right? So which of the following is the main objective of teaching? To give information related to syllabus? No. To prepare the students for examination? No. To help the students in getting jobs? No. To develop the thinking capabilities of the students. All right, so that is the broad aim of education. Now, by which of the following methods true evaluation of the student is possible? Of course, evaluation at the end of the course? No. Evaluation twice in a year? No. Continuous evaluation, formative evaluation? Always choose this type of answer. Continuous evaluation. Only formative and summative assessment or evaluation will not make you great, but continuous evaluation should be done. All right. If a student fails continuously in a science subject, what would you do to know the learning difficulties of the students? Conduct diagnostic testing, do remedial teaching, reconduct the test, discuss with the parents. So the best option here is conduct diagnostic testing, which means you will be conducting a thorough test of the student in order to find out like what particular problem the child have in understanding science, whether he or she is understanding science subject concepts are clear or not, and why is he performing the way he is doing. All right, now bricks and mud are used to build houses because they are insulating material, they are uninsulating material, they are conducting material, they are non-conducting material. So these two are wrong here. You know by the word itself, right? Insulating and non-insulating. So out of A and D, which one will be the correct answer? The correct answer will be they are insulating materials, right? Which means they do not conduct electricity. From the following concept, identify the main concept to construct a concept map. So this question is not so clear even to me, but the correct answer according to official answer key is tree. All right, from the following concept, identify the main concept to construct concept map. So option number B. Now the last question is, a farmer from a nearby farmland is invited to share his knowledge in farming with the science students. In this scenario, the farmer is used as the farmer is what? The farmer is an open educational resource, or he is a natural resource, or he is a renewable resource, or he is a community resource. So which one do you think is the correct answer? Of course, the correct answer is option number D. He is a community resource, because we all live in a community, we all live in a society, right? The farmers, the teachers, the parents, the students. So everybody lives in a society, in a community. So whenever we are inviting a farmer in order to, teach us, or in order to, show us different activities, how farming is done, what is the best season, what are the crops grown at different seasons. So all these things can be learned from an expert farmer, right? So he is used as a community resource. If we call a farmer into our school and ask him to teach something about farming to our science students, all right? So I think this is all in this video. So thank you everyone for staying connected with Ashok Tutorials, Meghalaya's first Mtet channel. Thank you.